Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Raksha, and in this video, we are going to continue with our ODBC connectivity in paginated report. So, in our earlier video, we have talked about three simple steps which are required in order to set up a connection. Now, in this video, we are going to continue with the same. So, let's get started. So, I guess we all have ODBC driver in our PC now. So, let's search for ODBC here, click on it. So here in this window, you shall see that we have the system DSN. Click on this. So in my case, I have configured three different setups for my usage according to my usage. So I'll start by adding a fresh one for you in order to show in the demo. So I'll click on add and I'll go to this Simba Spark ODBC driver and I'll hit finish. So you shall see that this is how the complete pop-up window looks like. Okay. And in this window, we are going to use all the credentials which we got from Databricks environment. Okay. Just one thing to note is we have also talked about the access token. So in that case, we have this mechanism option as username. So just change it to username and password and keep username as token and password as whatever is the generated token. So I'll give you a detailed explanation of how this looks. So I'll open this DSN which I have set up for myself. So let me just click on it. So as you can see here in the data source name, I've given this name, then keeping this Spark server type as default. Again, this is again default. Host server is which we have got from Databricks, port 443, database as states, because this is my database which I have in my Databricks environment. You can name whatever is the database which you have. Then mechanism, as I mentioned, username and password. And as you can see, username is token and password is the one which is the access token that we have generated. Then thrift transport, keeping this as HTTP. Then you can hit on this HTTP option. You can give the path. Okay. Then we have advanced options. So in the advanced options, you don't have to do much, but it is just for your information. Okay. And just I'll also show you this SSL options. So here also we have not much to change. Okay, then I'll click on this logging options. So here also nothing much. Okay, so I hope the basics is clear and you just have to test and hit OK. So in my case, I've already done that and I'll hit OK. Next stage is to open your fresh Power BI report builder. So as you can see, we are here. So the first step, as you're aware, we need to configure a data source first, and then we have to call the data set from the created data source. Okay. So in my case, I will show you one another piece of data source. So let's call this as, no, not here. Let me just click on this data source, add data source, and I'll call it data source 2. And in the connection type, I will hit ODBC. Okay. And then when I'll go to build, I will be choosing this particular option, DSN, and this is the one that we have created just right now. So this is the one, as you're aware, and I'll hit test connection and it will give me succeeded. I'll click OK and OK. So this is very simple, I think. The next step is to bring the data set. Okay. So again, I will click on this data set 1. So as you can see, I have configured it with the data source 1. So I'll just do it with data source 2. And so this is the script, a simple SQL text query. And currently you only had host ID. So let's add another column for your reference, call it description. And it is coming from this particular table, stage.dbo underscore host. So this is the table which I have in my stage database. Okay. So I'll validate my query. It will give me succeeded and click OK. Okay. So when you expand the data set right here, you shall see that we have host ID and description, which is present in the Databricks. So I hope the complete process was informative. Thank you for watching.